posted, demons posted all around me. I can't beat them all alone. Add it to your thoughts. Smoke away my brain. Think I'm going dumb. Cocaine up on my gums. I think I'm going dumb. Having stomach pains, and now I'm throwing up. Give me the microphone beat. Give me the man. Y'all don't know nothing about that old days that record. But yeah, man, I know it's been a minute. Let me see if this will work. It probably won't, but fuck it. Yeah, man, like I was saying, yeah, I know it's been a minute, man. But as promised, I'm gonna make this video, this 300 semen, this 300 days semen retention video. I'm sorry, this 300 days semen retention video. I'm gonna talk about like my journey, my thoughts on semen retention. So this may end up being like a 3-part video. Who knows? But I mean, like I said, 300 days of semen retention, man. I first learned about semen retention in 2019, 2020. Um, kind of experimented around a little bit with it because I kept hearing about it. You know what I mean? I kept hearing about like the benefits of semen retention. I kept hearing about like um, like the spiritual journey that semen retention is. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, let me try it for myself and experimenting around with it, and things went great, man. Things went great. And I saved them more because what was that? Earlier this year. Yeah, earlier this year, my goal was to hit 90 days. And, I did it. I was able to do it. But what I will say, it was an accident. For how long my streak is now, it was actually an accident. And the reason I say it was an accident, because at first my goal was 90 days. Excuse me. Like my goal was 90 days, but the more I kept going, I was like, you know what, I did accomplish what I wanted to accomplish in those 90 days or 3 months. I was making money. I was working out every day. Um, yeah, I was making money. I was working out every day. So nothing really too like major was going on as far as like, nothing major was going on, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I was doing what I had to do. So I was like, okay, let me, kind of keep this streak, quote unquote, going. You know what I mean? Like the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. Boom. No, I was playing. But yeah, man. So yeah, kept the streak going, and here I am, 300 days later, man. So for anybody who do I recommend semen retention? I do, especially for younger men, because for me personally, let me take this off. So for me personally, because I actually just woke up from a nap. That's why I had this on. I don't want to mess up my hair skip. But yeah, for me personally, man, it's like the benefits, not only the physical benefits, like you add more muscle, and you and then it improves focus. You know what I mean? So I really just took this off to show what semen retention has done for me. So you see like how long my hair is, and as well as my beard. Don't mind the gray hair if you see it. So yeah, man, that's what semen retention has done for me. It's also increased my focus. Like anytime I set a goal, whether that be short term or long term, I get it accomplished. Um, like I said, I build more muscle. I'm more leaner now. Um, so yeah, man. Yeah, like, do I recommend semen retention? Absolutely, especially for younger men, because my bad, I got a notification. Do I recommend semen retention for younger men? I do, because like we hear sort of like the false narratives around semen retention. Like they say it causes prostate cancer the longer you retain your semen. No, it doesn't. No, it, no, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Even in the good book, or even in the Bible, it talks about the Most High having His soldiers, retain their seed, because like boxing coaches, excuse me, because like boxing coaches and MMA trainers will tell their fighters, especially boxing coaches, they tell their fighters like a training camp ranges Like a training camp ranges from like 3 months or so, or could range from like 2 to 3 months, depending on the impact of the fight or the level of the fight and when the fight was made and things of that nature. So, 90 days, they have to go without releasing because it weakens your legs. And coming from someone who does a lot of cardio, yeah, I can remember times being on the Stairmaster after releasing, and I'm like, oh. The first 10 minutes of being on the Stairmaster, I'm like, man, God damn. You know how like you get that post nut clarity? I'm like, man, why did I do that? It felt good in the moment, but now I'm like, man, damn that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I do recommend semen retention for all men, especially younger men, because it does help you on this journey called life. Or as that August Alsina album is titled, I think, called Life, or this thing that we're in called life. It does help you on that journey, or on this journey rather. Um, Let me see. I think a lot of people also knock semen retention because, like I said in my Instagram story a while back, like people knock you for doing things that they're not able to do. You know what I mean? In all discipline or all doing semen retention or going a while without, or I'm sorry, or going a while retaining your seed, all that really is just a form of discipline. And people say, oh, that's impossible. Like you're almost a year and you haven't released. I'm like, yeah, it's very possible. You know what I'm saying? And all discipline is just making the impossible possible. You know what I mean? That's all discipline is, and that's like I said in my Instagram story yesterday. Yeah, and like I said in my Instagram story yesterday, um, the difference between average to good, good to great, and great to elite is just that how bad do you want it and the work you're gonna put in. You know what I mean? Not necessarily saying just from semen retention, but in life. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it again, from going from average to good to great, from great to elite. It's about the amount of work you put in. Everybody says they want the things they want. Everybody say they want a lot of money until it's time to save up or it's time to go get the money. Everybody wants a nice house, a big house, a mansion, a house on the hills until it's time to come up with the blueprint and actually build the house from the ground up. Everybody says that they want six figures, 6+ figures a year or a month or whatever, till it's time to actually put in the work and have multiple sources of income and invest and do things like that. So, yeah, man, like semen retention, it also builds discipline. And I think that's something that a lot of men, especially younger men nowadays, need is discipline. You know what I mean? Truth be told, we all need discipline. Not only sexual discipline, but financial discipline, uh, health discipline, or fitness discipline. I'm sorry, health discipline, fitness discipline is all the same thing. I feel like we all need that though. We all definitely need that because that's the only way to improve, in my opinion, is to have that form of discipline. And that ties into the semen retention. And somebody's gonna ask me, because I have gotten that question for the people that I have told. People like, so how long are you gonna go with retaining? I have no idea, man, to be honest with you. I wish I can give you like a certain time period. I'm like, whenever that day comes, no pun intended. Um, you know what I mean? Hey, like, hey, man, look, I'm a man. At the end of the day, I'm human. Shit, and if anybody tells you they're gonna go the rest of their life with retaining, now that's not realistic. I think another common misconception about semen retention is people think, oh, just because you're retaining your seed, you're on it for life. It's not necessarily saying that you're on it for life. You're just making it a part of your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Just like working out. Truth be told, nobody really works out every day. We can attempt to work out every day, or we can work out, or we'll have a stretch. Let's say you have a month stretch where you work out a week straight. You know what I mean? But it's really not smart to do that because you got to give your body time to recover. And depending on the type of then the type of workouts you do, you know what I mean? You gotta give your body that time or those broken muscles time to repair themselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Let me see what else. Yeah, man, and also it's a few common misconceptions about semen retention. I mentioned one. People says that that it causes prostate cancer because you can really look it up if you think of bullshit. And if you look up semen retention, one of the first articles you'll see is, oh, it leads to prostate cancer. I'm like, how, Sway? just like that black youngster me when he was like, how this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's a common misconception. It doesn't cause prostate cancer. In fact, I mean, like I said, just for the physical aspect of semen retention, it promotes hair growth, um, beard growth, muscle growth, because sperm and semen, like it has natural minerals and zinc in it. I mean, yeah, you can take medication for it, but why not get it the natural way? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, like that's a physical benefit. I talked about the if you're working out and eating right and taking care of yourself, like you're gonna see a physical benefit. You're like, damn, like I didn't realize, like that your arms are getting bigger, your shoulders getting more broad, or depending on or broader, depending on how younger you are, and with your body already naturally filling out, you notice these little subtle changes. So that's on the physical side. The mental side, it does, like I said, it does improve your focus. You feel more driven and disciplined. I'm not going to say motivated because motivation comes and goes. And discipline also separates because sometimes, I mean, truth be told, every day you're not going to feel good. And I'll make the case you're going to have more days when you feel bad more than you feel good. And that's when the discipline comes in now. Because if you only do things when you're motivated, truth be told, you'll never get anything done. Because I'll be honest, man, during the week, I say I have like 2, maybe 3 days at the most when I'm actually quote unquote motivated. The other 4 to 5, depending on how I feel, I'm like, man, let's just get to it. Like, got money to make, things to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah, that's let me see. I first, yeah, like I said, I first started semen retention 2019, 2020.